No, tía, es que como voy a transmitir. Sí, pues hola a todos. Em, Hoy les traigo este juego de los creadores. Pues sonará mero extraño el nombre, pero se llama Hoyoverse. El nombre de los creadores de este juego, el nombre del juego se llama Genshin Impact. Este, Normalmente en este yo hago mucho lo que es la historia, porque es para lo que más da, pues, para hacer historia. Pero pues quise traérselos para que lo vean. Es el día para mí, pues, que elegí para este juego. Les iba a traer de otro y todo, pero no lo tengo preparado. Entonces, tal vez de aquí, no sé, posiblemente mañana u otros días les pueda traer ese juego. Mientras tanto, como digo, les estaré trayendo de los que tenga actualmente disponibles en la consola. No van a poder ser todos, puesto que algunos me piden lo que es la Plus para poder jugarlos eh, con bastante gente y todo. Otros no, otros solo necesito el internet. Pero hoy tocó este, y este juego solo necesita internet para poder jugarse. Bueno, obviamente pues, no es algo trillado lo que dije, perdonen por eso. Pero sí, como dije, quise traerles este. Así que allá vamos. Más o menos el lore de este juego es de que se trata de dos hermanos. Tú puedes elegir al personaje que quieras, a cualquiera de los dos, ya sea que quieras ser el hermano o la hermana, pero puedes elegir alguno de los dos personajes que va a ser tu personaje principal. Lo tienes que tener bien preparado para las batallas. No solo a ese personaje, sino que tienes que encontrar resonancia con otros para poder, pues, hacer bastante daño a los enemigos. Y donde me quedé yo. Ah, a lo misterioso me quedé. Ok. Este juego realmente uno pensaría que es sencillo, pero no lo es. Necesitas bastante estrategia. Ujú. Mm. De hecho, este juego es el primero que ellos tienen y todo, pero hay otro que recién salió. pero es para nueva generación. O necesitas tener una PlayStation 5 para poder jugarlo y todo es también gratis como este. Permítame. Eh, discúlpenme por eso, mi tía, pero no hay problema. Pues, como les iba diciendo, este juego es para los que les gusta, pues realmente es algo adictivo y todo. Vamos a ver. Este es el mapa de pues la zona donde uno empieza. Uno empieza en... Vamos a ver. Realmente nosotros cuando empezamos el juego y todo estamos varados. Como ya pasó un tiempo desde que yo lo empecé a jugar, eh, diría que estaríamos, si no estoy mal, empezamos desde este lado donde está esto, esta estatua. Pero realmente es bastante contenido todavía. De hecho, como les digo, yo no lo he terminado. Porque este juego todavía no tiene final. Aún están desarrollando varias zonas. Pero como digo, para los que les gusta entretenerse con este tipo de juegos, pues es una buena opción. Si les gustan los juegos estilo gacha, ya si no, pues pueden seguir así con los que pues más les gusten, ya sean de peleas, disparos, todo lo relacionado a cada uno tiene su propio estilo y todo. Lo único que tiene después de este juego es de que es bastante plática. Hay mucha plática en este juego. Pero las cinemáticas y las peleas son muy buenas. Eso sí, no lo puedo negar. Bienvenidos, bienvenidos.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin.
Si no han hecho nada de esta historia ni nada, pues
never realizing how long it had
pueden estar así
I was actually
viendo lo
adopted
que
by the people of
dicen
the
y
Mar
todo.
Village.
Pero si ya
The
tienen
forest rangers found me
experiencia
in
en
the
este
woods as a
juego,
child.
pues
I was surrounded by such
lo
good
pueden
people,
estar
and
así como
growing up
están ahorita, de que yo lo estoy pasando de una vez. No
How should
como
I
les digo,
put it?
no hay final todavía para este juego.
When
Aún
something's
falta
bothering
bastante.
you, or when you have everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide
Pero
in
es
others,
entretenido, como les digo, para
I
los que
don't
les
want to
guste.
become a burden. Really? You know exactly how I feel? Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well... I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both. A family member I could rely on, and a friend who, no matter what came my way, I knew I could always
Eso
talk
sí,
to
como
him.
digo, este juego no es
He
bastante
was so
plática y todo.
thoughtful and
Pero es
pure,
entretenido.
and patient, too. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilichurls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Bueno.
By royal decree!
With all my strength!
Illusion shattered!
Ay, qué bonito. Más de ellos que se las tienen cargadas.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Como los elementos totalmente necesarios para esta batalla.
This cruel fate befits not one of them. Go! Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Sí. Voy a bajar a uno. Bueno, al menos quitarle la bruja. Ay, no puede ser. Uy, muerte. Ay, no. Me quemó. No lo tenía visto.
Bomb the way!
Ah, qué bonito. Uy, esto es complicado. esto sí.
Reveal thyself.
Bastante complicado. No. Las batallas de este juego nunca han sido tan sencillas.
There is no escape.
Ay, no puede ser. Tienen un límite de lugar para irse.
Torn to oblivion. Shine down.
Go!
Uy. Ay, no puede ser. Uy. Uy.
Remove all obstacles.
Están matando aquí. Ay, no puede
The
ser.
mortal plane.
Ok, son bastante fuertes. A ver, a ver. A la vez. Ok.
Illusion shattered.
Bueno, no necesito calentar.
Here.
Bien. Veamos, sé que puedo con estas cosas.
Shine down.
By royal decree.
Illusion shattered.
Positions. Yeah. Dance with the waves.
Ah, genial. Qué cerca estuve. Uno menos. Ay.
Now you shall perish.
Uy. Uy. No va a ser una tercera.
And the thunder.
Ay, según lo que cae. Pero de los
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day. I summon thee. Oz, reveal thyself.
Eso. Bien.
Water jet.
No puede ser el elemento indicado. ¿Qué estamos
By
haciendo?
royal decree. Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been they seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is in... Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should...
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy. And you shall have them. And don't worry, there should be ample time to talk.
Es interesante.
Ah, so that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly trail activity. And that is certainly not much to go off of.
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their name. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Okay. Wow.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhyndaughtr is the one who created Albedo. Sertology is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vetafolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him!
They were once people of great esteem in Khaenri'ah, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster, the ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness. Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world. Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osio and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some...
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village, the person who seems to exist only in people's memory.
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing person...
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow. So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Great place for a vacation. Let me just take a few more days off.
Bueno, vamos a seguir avanzando en la historia.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe...
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there, but memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories, and I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memory.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important...
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is... However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would see an equal level of... Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Of course.
Tengo que ir a ese lugar, pero antes de... No está muy retirado. Necesito curarme. Era aquí. Eso que vieron son los encargos que ahora al parecer aunque no hagas nada, al menos relacionado con los encargos, puedes ir a recoger la recompensa diaria. ¿Dónde está? Ok. Me dieron
Ad
un
Astra
encargo. Qué bonito.
Thank you for completing today's
Si ven, me están dando encargos un montón. Bueno, digamos con la historia principal.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
Por como acto de... no parece que sea algo bueno. 90, qué bonito. Bueno, a lo que caiga. Tengo dos que no son nivel 90. No, 3 todavía. Ok. Conseguir los materiales para subir de nivel a los personajes no estará sencilla. Esto va a ser una bonita pelea, pienso yo. De que no puede ser. Bueno, estos pequeños no son tan problemáticos para mí. Bueno, ahorita sí ya son un problema. Combinar los elementos necesarios para crear las reacciones. Es lo mejor. Díganme que si me lo contaron. No. Qué bonito. Bienvenidos, bienvenidos.
Shine down.
Sí, así no. Ah, no puede ser.
Insubordination!
Se elimina.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
O elimino al grande o elimino a los pequeños. ¿Cuál chico? Uy. Bueno, entonces fuera.
Shine down. Insolent.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Sí que todavía no puedo activar eso. Sí. En este juego lo que más cuenta es tener los personajes al menos en un nivel parecido al recomendado, o al menos si puedes, o si uno puede tenerlos, tener todos al mismo nivel para que no les sea tan complicado. Pero eso sí, este juego tiene algo que si uno sube el nivel del mundo tiende a, pues, los personajes, los enemigos van a ser mucho más duros para derrotar y todo. Entonces uno tiene que ir bien preparado y pensar bien antes de subir el nivel de mundo, porque si no, sí va a costar bastante. A mí me costó porque yo lo hice, terminé subiendo de nivel de mundo antes y no me preparé bien.
Illusion shattered.
Pero si uno se prepara bien, no va a ser lo mismo. Está.
Shine down.
En este caso, como pueden ver, yo tengo ahorita 2 electro y 2 de agua, 2 hidro. Entonces hago una muy buena reacción de los elementos.
This dance is for you!
Ay, no. ¿Cómo lo manejo? No quiero salir volando.
There is no escape.
también cuentan mucho los materiales, más que nada el equipo que le tengan a los personajes. Porque hay ciertos equipos que te pueden ayudar dependiendo del personaje. Si no, pues será mejor no desperdiciar. Uy, muy bien. Este juego tiene varios misterios. Por eso es uno de mis favoritos. Me entretiene bastante con eso.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
No.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go.
Ok.
Our destination is just up ahead.
Antes me tomaba bastante tiempo hacer eso, pero de tanto estarle dando este tipo de juegos, pues uno se va acostumbrando, va encontrando las maneras, pero si alguna vez lo quieren experimentar ustedes mismos, este juego pues está disponible para PC, para pues consola e incluso para teléfono está disponible. Lo único que sí es recomendable tener suficiente espacio, porque sus actualizaciones no son pequeñas, siempre son grandes. Entonces mejor estar preparados.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
Muchas gracias,
It's the Abyss Order!
Pablo.
They're here!
Ay, no, me tocó con este enemigo, creo que no lo había enfrentado antes. Bien, yo creo que enfrenté a uno así, pero no así como este es de hielo. Por ahora es mejor atacarlo desde lejos, porque estos enemigos tienden a tener un ataque así de área. Otros que no. Este sí tiene ataque de área. El área tal vez sea pequeña, pero aún así mejor evitarlo, más que por el nivel que tiene. Ya al ser nivel 90 es el nivel máximo de todos los enemigos, podría decirse, porque no he visto ningún de los que he seguido ahorita, ninguno lo he visto con que se enfrenta a niveles más fuertes de los enemigos actualmente.
Shine down.
Bueno, tengo que darle de cerca. Uy. Ok. ¿Cómo le derribo?
Erase all threats.
Voy a matar a uno. Bueno, sí le bajo vida. Sí le bajo. No. Tengo que encontrar el punto de él.
Illusion shattered.
Ah, ya vi cuál es el punto de él. Ok, débil al electro.
By royal decree.
Es que tiene debilidad con el electro. No está mal. Lo malo que no pasa siempre esa debilidad.
Phantasmagoria.
Now you shall perish.
De lo que me salvé.
Shine down.
Si no dejo que me maten a este personaje es porque por la reacción que llega a hacer. Hace muy buena reacción. Con otro. Sí, no, ya me va a matar al principal.
There is no escape.
No.
Dost thou wish to witness my true power?
Fuerte.
Oz, reveal thyself.
No, me acuerdo que tenía los dos perritos aquí conmigo. Permítanme. Uy, no quiero morir. No.
Shine down.
Me mató uno.
One shall descend once again.
Uy. No.
Here.
No le hago casi nada de daño. Uy. No puede ser. Es bastante fuerte.
There is no escape.
¿Cómo se le puede hacer daño? No tengo que guardar suficiente resistencia.
Shine down.
Hear the final prophecy. Pierce the bow.
There is no escape.
Ya me queda poco. No puede ser, sí.
The mortal plane.
Esta no la logro pasar por ahora,
Beauty,
No.
don't leave.
Ok. Vamos a ver. Sé que se puede. Tengo que pensar bien cómo vencerlo. Vamos a ver. Ya. No me ocurre ni idea. Esto no hace esos ataques. Me tengo que alejarme.
By royal decree.
Winter is nigh.
With all my strength.
En este caso este personaje lo terminé haciendo en vez de que sea puro electro, o sea, que dependa mucho de su elemento, lo hice más de daño físico, o sea que no necesita mucho la dependencia de su atributo. Por eso es que no cambio este personaje de equipo. Casi todos mis equipos siempre está este personaje.
Illusion shattered.
Tengo que también tener suficiente resistencia para poder evitar los ataques. Ahí está. Va.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Shine down! Erase all threats.
Yeah. Ay, no tengo.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Illusion shattered.
Positions!
Hear the final prophecy.
By royal decree!
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Water jet!
Desolation! All shall succumb!
Shine down.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Illusion shattered.
Conquers all!
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day!
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Bien.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must...
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
No puede ser.
You risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation we want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Ese que llegaron a ver ahí es el hermano.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on. Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be... Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is... Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind... Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to
The Abyss Order? This is... thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been...
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while...
Someone's gone missing.
Huh? You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not... At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to.
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadia about the missing villager. There's no way What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibility.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he did. Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time?
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all? Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the... Who knows how long this leyline disturbance is gonna last? Good idea! We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give...
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off, like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over...
Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be? No.
No, si no es
The color of the sky.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory. Yeah, that's where they'll be!
Me había equivocado al principio. Bueno, no, esta parte nunca la había hecho. Hasta ahora.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Dane's brother. One of the 5 sinners of Conria. The one who stole the power of the Abyss. No.
Aquí sí es de prueba.
The founder of the Abyss Order. The...
¿Tampoco?
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate. You're... Caribert Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw... the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Ni siento que esté en el agua.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all, as you well know. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived. Extreme sorrow and pain, hope and regret coursing through your veins, and a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate. As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower-level ability to influence memories, but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for... I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life. I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the prince. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be— I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you. But I truly have no idea what the prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate. And my goal— you remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears. Even if just for a moment. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form. when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the Hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most... All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne, yes? Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a Hilichurl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
La trama de este juego atrapa bastante. Wow.
Still so sleepy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya. Let's think for a second. We were in that memory. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? What is... Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to... According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is, and we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably...
Qué bonito ese recuerdo, y no solo eso, el reencuentro de los hermanos.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was part of the search party, so honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. I'm just happy I got to meet him. Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave... I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to... It's just like Curry Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And, you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye!
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation? A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see!
¡Hala, qué bonito! Permítame que esto realmente son cosas únicas, es cierto. Va a estar grabado para YouTube, pero... Wow. Qué bonito. Estuvo muy bonito eso. Bueno, hasta aquí llega el directo de hoy. Así que espero lo hayan disfrutado. Lástima que parece que se acabó el
First, get into
contenido
position
actual.
like this. Then move like that. Yep, that's it.
Y pues no me queda otra cosa que ver ver si puedo traerles de otro juego. A veces que no muchos sean así como lo que son juegos de armas, más que nada disparos y eso. Pero es otra de las cosas que tengo. Y el único feo es de ese juego no tiene nada feo, sino que es como hablan y todo. Las palabras, todo eso que dicen. Por eso no lo he querido traer.
Take a deep
Tal
breath,
vez les traiga
as if you're
mejor de
about to blow
otro.
up a huge balloon. Exhale all your sleepiness into
Así
it,
que
and then
nos vemos en un próximo
it's now
directo.
flying away.
No olviden suscribirse y activar la campanita para no perderse ninguno de los directos que voy a hacer así futuros y para otros días. Así que espero lo hayan disfrutado, que pasen una feliz noche. Gracias por verme.